Dre sweatpants. Don't act like that, it make no sense. You don't hear me talking to you, you can't have no friends. I'm on your body like niggas on bitches in the summer. You lit and match your match, cause I'm the one that what's your number. You won't find nobody better than I. Who better than Kai? Rhetorical, don't need no reply.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hey, ladies, are you there?
I am. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's going on?
All right, Nicole, can y'all see each other on the show? You see?
No.
I just see the magazines, but it's cute.
I don't know. I see it. I wonder what I'm...
You see it on your end?
I do.
Okay.
Well,
the magazine kind of have the same info as the background, so it's up to y'all though.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Anyway, all right. Good morning, Toya Wright's in the building. Good morning, Toya. Good morning, y'all. We are back with my amazing co-hosts. We got the Galaxies, we got the Renegades, and the Deep Divers in the building this morning. Good morning. Good morning, Payday. Good morning, E. Nicole.
Yes. Good morning, Brenda, E. Nicole.
Now, if y'all was with us the day before yesterday, you know that we took a stroll down Kim's Lost Words, chapters 1 through 7, and boy, did they give, okay? Now, we found out some information on Jay-Z. We found a little information on Mary J. Blige, I'll Be Sure, and a host of other people who were apparently involved in entanglements with Kim and Diddy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jay-Z as well. Did you say Jay-Z?
Yes.
Okay.
The whole motherfucking industry, because that's what they do.
Right. And let's not forget Pac. So when we left, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Diddy was in a tussle, a kerfuffle, if you will, with wanting to measure his penis against Pac's. Okay. Hey, just in time, Bronze. Bronze about to walk right back out of here.
Hey, Bronze.
Yeah. He wanted to go peen for peen and come for come, if you will. Okay, I almost regurgitate a little bit. Okay. Yeah, he wanted to measure and see who can make her come the most. Okay. Again, let us put the disclaimer out there. This is for entertainment purposes only. We are reading this book by Jamal T. Millwood, which is titled Kim's Lost Words. We don't know this book to be true. It could be loosely based around the life. Good morning, Tony, of Kim Porter. It could be all fact or it could be all fiction. We don't know. We're just reading through the book and we're giving our summation about what we feel about what was written. That's it, and that's all. Let's go. And if y'all have the ability to, y'all go ahead and share this live out. Tell somebody to tell somebody that the girls are live. We're talking about Kim's Lost Words.
Yes, and make sure y'all hit that like button. Whoever chat y'all in, make sure y'all hit the like button. If y'all can, go to each chat and hit the like button. Okay, let's go.
Absolutely. Yep.
People in the back that don't know that's Big Brenda, K-Day, and E. Nicole. Okay.
Yes, tell somebody that we're live. Okay, and share the love. All right, and if y'all are ready, we can go ahead and we can get into chapter 8. Are y'all ready?
I'm so ready.
All right, now salute straight boiling with your messy self. Good morning. All right, chapter 8 is titled Kadada, and if anybody knows, Kadada was Tupac's wife / fiance. Okay,
wait, run it back. Tupac's who?
Wife / fiance. Honestly, I never knew him to get married, but people keep saying that was his wife. I thought that they were only engaged.
Okay.
So we'll see what this says. Okay. So chapter 8, Kadada. Actress, model, and fashion designer Kadada Jones was Tupac Shakur's fiance and is the daughter of record producer Quincy Jones and actress, Peggy Lipton. Being around other celebrities was just a part of life. Meeting Kidada was just one of those events, and as time went on, we became close. We hung out together, went shopping, and so on. It was about the same time I met Kimura. Those were the days, or so I thought. We always had girl talk, and the fact she was dating someone I had previously been with wasn't a source of contention. We didn't get jealous of each other. It was just girl talk stuff. No, I did not become intimate with Kidada. Kimura was too jealous for that. Yes, Kidada knew about Kimura, Sean, and I all being together sexually. Of course she did. We shared that kind of thing. We were open and honest with each other about almost everything. A true friendship, except I couldn't be open and honest about everything. Not anymore. Sean made sure of that. Kadada and Pac were the greatest couple. He was always so cool and yes, sexy. She was so beautiful and fun. Before all the tension and beef, we used to all hang out together. It was always dope vibes. But with Pac's shooting and the suspicion surrounding Sean and Jimmy, the vibes between Kadada and I weren't always perfect. Then came that night. Award shows weren't anything new for us at this point. We dolled up as the men groomed. We didn't choose what we wore. A stylist prepared our color palettes. A makeup artist did our makeup. And a hairstylist did our hair. This was just the way of things. We shared the best stylists in the business. Sometimes we would all go to the studio for an event to get our measurements taken, but this time, Kadada seemed different. I felt like something was wrong, but when I probed her, she wouldn't say anything. Then the day of the event was here. We would all see each other inside. Even though Sean was my man, as far as props, I had nothing on Kadada. Being Quincy Jones' daughter had perks, and superstardom was amongst them. Pac wasn't there. When she saw us, she came over to our table. We sat around kicking it in a very dope vibe. Sean knew he was going to clean up this award show. He had all but taken over the East Coast musically. With all the hits, there was really no way he wouldn't. Bad Boys is Hall of Fame stuff now, and Sean P. Diddy Combs knew it. Sean smiled at Kadada as she sat at our table, but something about that smile didn't seem authentic. Soon I would know why. He's sick when he has a grudge against someone. As she said, Sean said, Bad Boy is going to clean the fuck up. From his table with Faith, Chris replied, hell yeah. And the new hit, and that new shit we busting out, gonna have these niggas sick. Kadada signaled for the waiter to pour her a glass of ginger ale and sat over at her table. As the waiter refreshed her drink, she said, Pac's music gonna get some love too. Sean grimaced. Oh, come on, Sean. I know y'all got your differences, but you have to admit, the man makes great music. Sean looked at me out of the corner of his eye. He took another sip of his favorite cognac and replied, Bad Boy got the hottest music on the fucking planet. But I ain't tripping. Everybody got to get their shine, right? Kadada sighed. Sean, Tupac thinks you were involved with him getting shot. You two were so close. You need to make this right. Sean responded indignantly, Why the fuck would that nigga think I had anything to do with it? Kadada retorted. Sean, can you blame him? Sean was obviously not happy with that question by his reply. Hell yeah, I blame him. We had a good thing going, all of us. That nigga turned on me and he had the fucking balls to blame me for his shooting. The indignity he managed to spew out while lying through his teeth was something I did not expect. I was thrown back for a moment before interjecting. Do we have this tonight? It's Sean's big night. Oh, sorry. She said, do we have to do this tonight? It's Sean's big night. Kimura heard the ruckus and made her way over to our table as well. She sat down and said, hey, everybody, with that big smile. I smiled and replied, hey. Kadada also seemed happy to see her as she said, hey, what's up, Kimmy? Kimura, never the type to hold her tongue, went straight in. The whole place is buzzing with the fact that you're sitting here accusing Sean of having Pac shot. Y'all kind of loud, she laughed. Kadada seemed embarrassed as she looked around to see everybody staring and whispering, but she wasn't about to back off. In fact, she doubled down. Anybody here not talking about it ain't real anyway. We all know Sean was behind it. Kimura forced a smile. Honey, we don't have to do this here. Kadada made clear she was not to be silenced as she continued. Oh, let's not hurt the feeling of Sean Puffy Combs. He only had one of the most. He's only one of the most prolific rappers in the game. Shot. Sean clenched his hands into fists. If this was anyone else, this would have turned ugly. But this was Quincy Jones' daughter. Sean was a monster in the street, well feared by men that knew, but he did not want any of the smoke Quincy Jones could bring. Kadada could continue with impunity. Sean could not touch her. Christopher and Mary, both wanting to defend the super producer that made them famous, both started to stand and make their way over to the table. But Sean signaled them off. With a firm motion of his hand, they remained in their seats, watching helplessly. Kadada seemed to be on full rampage. You're not safe in the street, Sean. You think you're untouchable? Kimura seemed almost red in the face when she grabbed Kadada by the hand, saying, I gotta go to the restroom. Kadada, not willing to stop, snatched her hand away, yelling, Let go of me. Kimura needed her to get a grip and said sternly, as a parent speaking to a child mid-tantrum, Da. Kadada turned to her and yelled, What? Kimura nodded towards the crowded room and Kadada looked around. Here she deflated slightly. Kimura, now in control, spoke firm but softly. Let's go powder our nose. Kadada nodded with a grimace and gave a sharp look back at Sean as she walked away. As the tension slowly melted away, I asked Sean, You okay? Sean didn't reply at first. He looked around, saw that no one was really paying attention now that the ruckus had died down, and stood to get the pitcher of ginger ale from Kadada's table. He poured himself a drink from it, looked around again, saw no one was paying attention, and put the pitcher under the table. What was he doing? Then I heard the distinct sound of liquid being poured into liquid. Oh my God, is he peeping in the pitcher? Oh my God, is he peeing in the pitcher? He smiled at me as he brought the pitcher back from under the table and finally replied to me, I'm good. Then he stood and returned the pitcher to the table. I was in awe. I knew he had a bad temper, but this was disgusting. I'll never eat or drink anything after we have an argument again. Kadada and Kimura made their way back to Kadada's table to sit. As Sean watched on quietly, Sean made small talk. Which songs do you think they'll give me awards for? As Kadada poured her drink, Sean's bodyguard made his way over to the table. I think he stopped her from drinking as everyone just sat and watched. Gene risked incurring Sean's wrath. If I'm right, Gene risked incurring Sean's wrath, if I'm right. Relieved, I replied, Babe, your catalog is crazy. It could be a lot of songs. Sean glared at Kadada's table the entire night. You know what? Let me tell y'all something.
Freaking bully.
Let me tell y'all something. Oh, Jesus, let me speak. Hey, y'all coming in. This is the point where, ladies, I have a problem believing some of this shit. Good morning, everybody coming in. Good morning, Melanin Girl, Montrese, the Room Shaker. Good morning, Mary Charles. I see everybody. Hey, King. Oh, my God. Sunny, what's poppin'? Big New York energy. Listen, are you telling me that at an event with multiple people sitting there dressed in their finest apparel, the Gucci, the Prada, everything, he took a picture of the ginger ale, put it under the table and peed in front of a room full of, hey, Toya, I know.
Mm-hmm. So he just whipped it out, child.
Sheepsteak, good morning. Detach myself. Hey, Robzilla, good morning. Yeah, we're up early and people are peeing in pictures. Good morning.
Okay. It's a pissy situation.
Hey, Sean. Yes.
Did she just tell us that her and Kimura was lovers?
Yeah. Did you hear that, E? Good morning, legit. Yes,
Whoa.
She
King.
basically said that she could talk to more about everything, but not everything because she was too jealous. And she said she couldn't mess with Kadada because Kimura was gonna get jealous. Like, wait a minute.
Yes. Good morning,
It's
legit.
a lot going on.
That right there. So mind you guys, so let's take a little stroll back into history. Hey
Now,
Tannis,
what
good
Rob
morning,
Dilla is
everybody.
saying is true too. He said, I never seen a picture of Ginger Ale in my life. Okay.
What you mean you never seen a picture of ginger ale? Ginger ale is life. Now that's blasphemy over here at Paradise Island. Y'all, I'm a lover of
Have
ginger
you
ale.
seen a picture of it though before?
I probably would dream about pictures of ginger ale,
Oh,
because
wow.
No.
wait, because why? You know why? Because I had gallbladder surgery, so all I drink is ginger ale, right?
Okay.
Because it's good for my stomach. So I can imagine anything when it comes to ginger ale. I wish I had a fountain. BT, good morning, yo, Sean. I know, but
Drinking ginger ale when you got the little stomach virus. Like, go get you some chicken.
right. Right, a little saltine. Now that makes people automatically go into old mode. Like only old people drink ginger ale. I don't care. I like it because it's good for my stomach. Good morning, Beefcast on podcast, but not in a picture. AI chat summary. It was an event. It was an award show. They were sitting at a table. You know what? Now that I think about it, what award show have they ever been to where they sat at a table?
A
Huh?
lot of them. I
They
mean, the one where Jay-Z was trying to force Beyonce to take a drink, they were sitting at the table.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So it's just me. But he said, I like ginger ale, but never seen it. See, okay, y'all. Shut up about this picture. I can't stand y'all. You see, Brenda ain't say.
What we talking about wasn't filled with ginger ale, it was filled with piss. Okay.
So now he
Mary
done peed in it.
said, you better believe it. This is one of the rituals they do: drink blood, urine, eat
Wow.
feces, and throw up. The devil is vile and wicked, and when you are called to take part, they do it.
That's fast.
Interesting. And then it was exposed in earlier chapters that Diddy had by this time gotten into voodoo.
Now you remember in the previous chapter, they did mention that she said he was into voodoo, which doesn't
Yeah,
surprise me, right? Because
at all.
the Illuminati is real, whether people want to believe it or not. There is an underground demonic sector of the music industry and just the entertainment industry, period.
Fact.
Hold on, wait. So before we go any further,
Okay.
these people in the music industry and Hollywood and all that shit, they are not in the Illuminati. They are pawns being
Like,
by the Illuminati to push certain agendas. But they are absolutely real. But the people in the industry, they're like you said, low level. They're not in it, but they're being used by it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think
Okay.
they call it the boule. But you have to like
The boule is kind of like the Masons. It's the black men. It's the black men side because they all segregated into race and gender. So the boule is the black men. Yes.
okay.
He said, when you sit in VP, you're obscured from the crowd. I think what struck me too was the conversation that they said that they had like in the middle. And I guess something like that could happen, but it just seems so bizarre, like that conversation would be had like in the middle of a crowd. But I guess if you thought that somebody tried to unalive your fiance, you probably would have that conversation, right? Anywhere.
Facts.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially in that realm, they all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was
Right.
outsiders around, then it would kind of be like, damn, they just talking about this out in the open.
Yeah,
But
it'll probably be more hush. But
yeah,
since
they
like 'cause everybody in the industry being know, like they be knowing, they know way before we know. It's just like the YouTube streets where rumors circulate or exposures circulate. It's the same in the industry. We may not know until some time later, but they all have heard it.
Right.
no, see, Bohemian Grove is where the white politicians go. They all are segregated by race and gender. But
Right.
Bohemian Grove would be a liken to the Boule, just like Masons. Prince Hall is the black ones, and the Wrights and all that. The other things are white people. So yeah, Bohemian Grove is where the politicians go for they little rituals and shit.
Right. Good morning, Big O. Good morning, everybody. I see y'all. Good morning, James. Oh, child. Okay, let me see what this next chapter is called. Oh, Lord. Okay, it's called Going Back to Cali. You're so good. I just want y'all to know, on behalf of New York, we're so glad he left here. Okay, let me move forward. Okay. Um, y'all ready?
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Chapter 9, Going Back to Cali. We had a wild night. It was after one of Sean's infamous parties. Everyone was there. We not only had threesomes, but we also swapped partners. Our sex life was crazy, but I got to do things with Sean I would never have been able to do with a straight man. Sean cared about me, but it was becoming more and more obvious that he preferred men. It was I was beginning to think I was there more to cover his wild desires than basically he really wanted me. Then basically he really wanted to be with me. He was like Caesar, every woman's man and every man's woman. But truthfully, at that stage, I was becoming okay with it. I woke up and left the bedroom where I was with Jada Pickett. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, Jesus. And Sean happened to be coming out of the bedroom with XXX, that's what it says, and Will Smith. Yes, XXX attended the parties from time to time. Who the hell is XXX? Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. This is just, I don't know why they have these X's in the book like this. I could see him and Will kind of snuggled up on the bed together. I was grateful I wasn't asked to join in that room. I didn't really like XXX. Sean smiled when he saw me. Good morning. Here at the orgies, he wasn't very affectionate. He didn't have to pretend, but he couldn't walk straight. I knew how his ass felt, literally.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry, I have to pull. Hold on. Help me. Somebody help me. Okay, where was I? Hold on, I gotta find I lost my damn place.
Right around the ass.
Thanks, E. Wait. Okay, he didn't have to pretend he couldn't walk straight. I knew how his ass felt, literally. We'd have sessions playing with each other's anal cap. Hold on. Just wait a damn minute. This book has got me. I'm not usually, yeah. Anyway, so she said we've had sessions playing with each other's anal cavities. Okay. I wanted to be home.
Wait.
I'm sorry, Day.
Wait. Who was playing with who anal cavities? Like what?
She's her and Puff. Take me to the king.
Please
Nope.
take me.
Honey, did you hear that? Yep, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all, disclaimer, you're going to hear some things. Yes, thank you. Bless my heart, okay? Because this is a lot, okay? Oh, where was I? Yeah, playing with each other's anal cavities. Let's move forward. I wanted to be home before Quincy woke up, so I told him I'm getting ready to go. He responded, let's have a cup of coffee first. This meant he wanted to talk. I didn't know what it was about, but in situations like this, I didn't really have a choice. He was becoming more violent when he didn't get what he wanted, and I didn't really want to fight. So I sat down. But before we started talking, XXX came out of the room. Who the hell is XXXX? Y'all put in the chat who y'all think
It's somebody
XXX.
they don't want to name. I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
If y'all get a guess in the chat, like let us know who you think. So I sat down. Before we started talking, XXX came out the room. Sean was wearing boxers. XXX was in his birthday suit. XXX addressed us. Morning. When he turned around in order to close the door, there was a dried cum stain on his back. XXX walked over, pulled the chair out to sit down next to us, and lit up a blunt. Sean stretched, smiled, and said, "This is."
Time out.
Wait, y'all wait till what I say next.
You know how long nut got to be sitting somewhere to be dried up on your back?
And
Girl,
then he
they
came
fell
and took a
asleep.
seat.
This was the next morning.
But then he came and took a seat, ladies.
Oh my God.
Good naked.
Hey, Ganja. Ganja, don't say anything. I know it's been a while. Don't judge me. I'm reading this book. Or this book is reading me. Good morning, Michelle.
Michelle.
Hold on. This is now, y'all. I'm going to give y'all a little more info to figure out who y'all might think this is. Because listen to what I'm about to say next. XXX addressed us morning when he turned to sit down in order to close the door. Okay, right. The cum stain was on his back. XXX walked over, pulled a chair out to sit down next to us, and lit up a blunt. Sean stretched, smiled, and said, "This East Coast, West Coast beef is more lucrative than I thought, but it's getting dangerous." XXX responded, surprised. "Business first thing in the morning? Damn, cuz, you on it. But you know you don't got nothing to worry about. You got a pass, daddy." XXXX smiled coyly. Sean apparently had something to talk about with XXX as well, because he said, "I can't protect everybody, especially if someone is no longer going to be on the label." It was apparent XXX was taken aback by this turn of events by his reply. "Sean, are you saying what I think you're saying?" Sean continued, "It's taxing on my resources to protect people. Someone that isn't 100% on my team can't get 100% of my protection." What the hell is going on here? What did Sean want from me? This morning is turning out to be way more than I expected, and I have to go. Quincy will be looking for me. Meanwhile, XXX apparently wanted clarity. So to be clear, if something happened, XXX made quotation marks with his finger to one of your artists that was leaving your label anyway, it would be considered he made another set of quotation marks out of your control. Is that what you're saying? Wait a minute. Can they be talking about Biggie? Is Sean saying that he won't protect Biggie? At this point, I was too young, too naive, too hungover to understand that this was not a lack of protection. This was a hit. Where did this come from this morning? But an older, wiser me understood now what I did not comprehend all those years ago. Sean was just getting to the real reason he had XXX there. The world was about to lose Biggie. XXX laughed. "You a cold motherfucker." Sean said, "Why the fuck should I protect someone that isn't going to stick around? I made him. That nigga should be worshiping the ground I fucking walk on." I was thinking Sean's ego is rearing his ugly head, and I want to get out of there. But instincts told me I need to tread carefully. So my next move had to be calculated. I don't really want any part of this, not even implicitly. But I was just dragged right in the middle of it. If what was happening here ever comes out, will I be held as an accomplice? But even as those thoughts crossed my mind, I couldn't just pretend this was okay. So I said, "But Sean, he hasn't left yet. They're just rumors. Are you going to let him die because of some rumors?" Sean glared at me, the anger in his voice obviously stemming from hurt as he said, "I know when I'm being betrayed. I'm not killing anyone, but I'm not protecting somebody that doesn't have my back 150%. Fuck that." This was railing out of control. My mind began to race. Is there a way to get through to him? Maybe I could use the finance route. "Sean, he's bringing in so much money. You put so much money into cultivating him. Are you going to throw away all that money?" That's when he revealed how thought out this meeting really was. If he leaves, he takes all the money I invested into creating him. Sean sighs. But if he can't protect himself and something terrible does happen, then the money I would make off his death would blow away all the money he made so far. I was perplexed. "Sean," he continued, "he's worth more to me dead than alive." Sean Combs is a calculated monster. XXX chimes in, "I get that, fam. A lot of people out there want Biggie dead too. Without your protection, he doesn't stand a chance in Cali. Biggie is going to die. This is crazy. I dare not say anything else about it." Sean smiles and stands to walk over to a safe behind a picture, where he pulls out a bag marked with XXX's name. He turns to XXX and says, That's why you're worth your weight in gold. You understand me. Here's a little something for you to take care of my people. XXX smile, Sean. I love you, baby. You know I got your back. Your problems are my problems. I'll make sure to have my people take care of your people. I need to get out of here. This is crazy. I attempted to leave again. Sean, I want to get to Quincy before he wakes up. Sean looked at me, responding, it's getting late. Give him a kiss from me. I'm going to get out of here. Thank God. XXX always with something to say. I'd love to meet the little tyke sometime. Not a chance in hell. Something about this guy creeps me out. I forced a smile. That would be great. I made my exit. Well,
So is it safe to say that whoever XXX was, he was big in Cali?
yep. The minute he said cuz, I said, oh, he a Cali nigga.
Right.
Oh,
And then he said he did say that Biggie is gonna pass without your protection in Cali.
Right.
So it has to have been somebody who has pull in Cali
Right.
who gives protection. Now, a couple people said Russell Simmons. Well, Big O said Russell Simmons. And I did see Snoop Dogg as one of the options. I don't know if I could fit Snoop for this one.
Right.
But now Suge did another interview where he spoke on Snoop and P. Diddy having a relationship, a sexual relationship.
I said Dr. Dre, maybe.
Dr. Dre definitely could be a good option.
You know, Suge wasn't fucking with him.
It ain't Suge, nah.
At all.
Suge looked at him as a dancing ass nigga. He was like, hell nah, I ain't going.
No, BT, not extension.
Nah, this was in the 90s, y'all. He wouldn't know where to be around. He wasn't.
He's not. Big O saying Quincy Jones. Nah, Quincy Jones ain't but no. I can't see that.
Quincy Jones, though. He was definitely involved in all the fuckery, but he definitely, you know, he carried weight as well.
I can see Dr. Dre now. I can see Dr.
Yeah,
Dre.
I feel like it was a younger guy, whoever it was. You know what I mean?
Oh, now, if you want to take a break from reading, I do have a little short video.
Let's go.
I think we need to take a look at.
Good morning, Lady XO, my boo Tia. Good morning, everybody coming in. I'm sorry if I don't say your names, but yes, absolutely. Let's go for it.
Okay. Let's see.
Thank you, King James.
Okay, it's in the back.
Got you. Wait.
Party. This is what happens to the white man.
It's so unfortunate.
You gotta pull back though, so they can see. That's crazy. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. What you?
With a drink on his head.
And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is an actual DJs aren't supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to him. I put him to sleep.
Next day, right?
You put the drink on his head.
There you go. There it is.
Damn. Okay.
Now that's more than alcohol in that man's system.
Facts.
Why is he not out like that?
I saw it. Payday. So I saw this before, right? And and what triggered me more was that he was more concerned with clowning the man than to see, like, does this man need medical attention? What's wrong with him?
What bothers me is the joy that he's taking that shit. Y'all see the joy on his face?
Yeah, it's really sick. Mama Kim says she thinks it's Russell. Salute, Mama Kim. Good morning, y'all. Quincy, good morning. I see everybody coming in. Sock Passe. Good morning. That scared me, because then it made me it's unimaginable what happened at these parties. Then he records it, so he doesn't feel anything's wrong with it. That's why they need them IVs at the party. What Stockpot say? What do you mean? They had IVs at the party? Ooh,
Yes, he do have these at all his parties.
if I walk in, wait, did Payday drop off? I think she dropped. Okay, she might have. Okay. If I walk into a party, E, and they got IVs, I'm exiting. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and see myself out. Y'all have a good one. No,
Well,
no way.
Multiple people have came out. Nobody was safe. Because even if you didn't drink, they was spiking the water, they was spiking the juice, they spiked everything in there.
Jesus Christ. But the pee under the table. Now I'm trying to think. Maybe he did pee in that picture. What? Like being that disgusting, like that's somebody who just has no boundaries, like no respect for people. Like you urinate in a picture and the people around you. Right. He didn't, Mama Kim. He didn't look like he was breathing. And your friend sitting there scared, man, I would have had the whole place lit up. They would have been after me because I would have called the fire, the FDNY. I would have called the fire department, the police, everybody.
Say something about the IVs, right? So we got to keep remembering that this is the industry, right? They have IV parties by itself. You know what I'm saying? They think that, well, it is something good to do, but they like doing shit like that. So for the IVs to be at the party with them, they're not going to think that's out the ordinary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they were also necessary because he was on straight bullshit.
Oh, right, Tannis, underneath the jail. So weirdo. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Payday, you okay? Maybe she probably got a call.
Yeah, she gonna come right back.
Okay.
Everybody involved need to be under the jail, but picking them off one by one, that's just to distract us. But they all need to go down. Then no one person orchestrate none of this. They all had motherfucking posses, security guards. You know what I'm saying? People that go and get the girls for them, the boys for them. Everybody that was involved need to go down, especially when it comes to the kids.
You're good, sissy. Good morning. You should get Miss Whitty to read a chapter. Have y'all heard her read on her page? No, we have not. But we're reading today AI chat summary. So that's what you get. This is what you're getting today. You just have us. Okay?
But shut up, Whitty, though.
I'm so sick of Craig. Get rid of it. The royal family summons all you as presidents to drink urine and blood and ear feast. What? What, Mary Charles, what? Only a dolphin thinks needles are regular, right?
Wait, what did that comment say about the royal family? Royal family. Yeah, they do that on a regular, Miss Mary. Okay.
That is some sick shit. Count me out.
Them the motherfucking reptilians over there.
For real. No, for real. Okay, y'all. We just gonna wait for Payday to come back.
Okay. I've been reading Miss Mary comments. She know her stuff.
Love me some Mary Charles. Salute everybody. Y'all, happy Friday Eve. We don't celebrate Thursdays over here. Friday Eve puts us a little closer to Friday, okay? Cheers to the weekend. Yes, Miss Brenda, that's part of the devil's requirements, baby. Listen, I'm not trying to play with you people. We got enough problems. And people just trying to pull the devil into their lives. What? No thanks.
Yeah, that's fact.
Here she goes.
It binds people together. Those body fluids bind people together.
She's back. Guess who's back?
Sorry, y'all. I got kicked. I'm back.
We got it. All right. Y'all, we ready for chapter 10?
Yeah, let's
go.
Okay, chapter 10 is The Lies You Tell. No, nothing, Brenda. Just read. Okay. All right, chapter 10, y'all. Good morning, Mo. The Lies You Tell. At this point, the relationship between Sean and I had been off and on for quite a while. And we were off at this point. He had put his hands on me again, this time for something that didn't even happen. It was all in his head. When the phone rang, I picked it up anyway. Hi, Sean. He sounded trepidatious as he said, "We've been broke up for a while this time." Yeah, he continued. I don't want anyone to know about my, he paused to search for the right words, proclivities. I replied, so you don't want people to know about you being gay? Sorry, y'all. Sean exploded. See, that's why I fucking lose control on you. So I just plainly stated, goodbye, Sean. Wait, he screamed. What, Sean? I'm sorry, okay? You're always fucking sorry. He took a deep breath. I have to do something to cover myself. I sighed. Do whatever you fucking want, Sean. When you see this in the news, it's not real. This made me calm down a moment. What could he be talking about? He continued, I'm only doing it for the press. Doing what, Sean? After a long pause, he continued, she knows what this is. She is just pretending to cover for me. Sean, what the hell are you talking about? Another pause. Publicly, I'm going to be dating someone else, a video girl. I laughed. Why would you do that? I have to cover myself. I was getting mad. I was actually angrier at myself more than at him. Why was I getting jealous? I was sitting there actually comparing myself to video vixens in my mind. They are thick, but look at my body. Did he prefer them light-skinned big butt girls from the videos? I calmed myself. No, I know he likes men any damn way. As I regained control, I asked, why the hell are you telling me this? He sighed. I wanted you to find out from me first. Like I give a shit. He came at me with his favorite line. You know I love you. It was getting old. I could only think to myself, here we go. Love is a big, strong word. I'm tired of him throwing it around and using it when it fits his needs. He was using it while he's sitting there telling me about dating someone else. I replied, you don't hit people you love, Sean. Love doesn't hurt. He sucked his teeth as he responded, come on, are you serious? That shit's for children. We aren't in fucking high school. Sometimes things happen. That doesn't mean I don't love you. I wouldn't hit you if I didn't. Wait, that sounded wrong.
I wouldn't hit you if I didn't. Child, what? So that's love to him. So that's his love language.
Whew, his love language, open-handed slap in the mouth.
What the hell?
She
But
said,
his mama, I felt that she beat his ass all his life too.
mm-hmm. Hey, twin, good morning.
He makes a good point. He says, wonder what year exactly. XXX Easy E question mark. He passed in 95. Biggie passed 2 years later.
That's a good guess right there.
BT, now you're really putting it on us.
That's a good one. Like if I had to go with anybody out of all the names we named, that definitely maybe.
You see what they did to Easy E? They gave him the shot that took him out of here.
Sure did.
They get rid of all of their people who did some dirt, who know some business. So that's a good one, BT. BT, you've been on it. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Where was I? She told him, you said exactly what you meant. He took a breath. There was an awkward silence. The fact that I was still on the phone and waiting for him to speak meant he had the power. He was more cautious as he continued. He didn't want to lose that power. Kim, no one that I don't care about can bring that kind of emotion out of me. I wanted to say, is that how you talk to dudes after using butt plugs? Oh, God. But there was a line I dared not cross. Instead, I said, you say that while you're dating some other bitch. That's just for the public. I was done. It could be heard in my voice. I said, whatever, Sean, do what you need to. Leave me alone. I'm never giving up on us, he cried. I responded to that emotional control attempt with a little resolve I could muster. I didn't even believe the words that came tumbling out of my mouth. Sean, there is no us anymore. Goodbye. Tell Quincy I miss him, he threw out. His emotional manipulation was really driving me crazy. This time I said with much more conviction, goodbye, Sean. I hung up. Manipulative bastard. Okay, that one wasn't so bad. Jesus, that was
That
chapter
one
10.
wasn't that bad at all. Now, if you want me to read this new article that just came through my phone, I can.
Please do.
The title is Diddy Pumped Victims with Weird Drugs,
Ooh,
Substances You've Never Heard of, says lawyer representing flood of new claimants. Okay, so he also fired his lawyer and he hired the lawyer of his cellmate. I just want to throw that
Diddy.
out. He did. So he fired his own lawyer and now the person representing him is the same one who is representing his cellmate. Now, in this article, it says Sean Diddy Combs is already suspected of using glue bottles to disguise a liquid date rape drug. Now, RadarOnline.com can reveal the disgraced music mogul has been accused of using a weird substance to subdue his alleged prey. The shocking allegations were made during a press conference on Tuesday by Texas-based lawyer Tony Busby on behalf of 120 alleged victims he is representing. Busby said several of the individuals I represent were drug tested and drugs were found in their system. Weird drugs, drugs that you probably never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called xylazine or trank, which based on our research is known as a horse tranquilizer. According to CDC, xylazine, also called trank or trank drug, is a non-opioid sedative or tranquilizer. It is not a controlled substance in the United States and is not approved for use in people. Busby went on to talk about a 20-year-old victim who allegedly was invited to attend a hotel party with Combs. He claimed she was flattered, went to the party, and was given one drink and doesn't remember anything else. Ultimately, she was so messed up that she went to the hospital where they found cocaine and this horse tranquilizer in her blood system. The attorney
Jesus.
said the youngest victim was 9 years old at the time of the alleged incident. Out of the 120 victims, 25 were minors, including two who were 14 and 15 years old when the alleged acts took place. Busby also said many young people wanted to break into this industry and were coerced into this type of conduct in the promise of being made a star or the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape. He also said he will soon announce additional defendants in this case, in these cases. Criminal defense attorney Francisco Mondaca recently discussed Diddy's lawyers' defense tactics and strategies, saying, I think they're playing it well. Whenever I've had high profile clients, you want to be transparent because obviously public reputation is so important for your clients. So I think the rest of it is really nothing. But yeah, so what y'all think about that?
I would not be P. Diddy's lawyer for all the money in the world.
Okay. Nah, for real.
Baby, I'm not about to do it. Like that 120 people that just came forward, like
And
horse tranquilizers, they could have,
nine,
yes. Horse
nine,
tranquilizers, those people could have died.
they really could. And it looks like that man on the couch was had a horse
Right.
tranquilizer. He was
And,
not
and we,
moving. He was not
He
verbal. He was not.
be a lawyer, but y'all know lawyers, they siphon money out of people. They don't give a damn. But me personally, I wouldn't represent his ass either.
well, I'd be scared I'd get off next. You know what I mean? If I don't come through and do right. If he don't get off, I might be out of here, you know? So, but my thing is with drugs, right? What the bad part about this is that have you seen some people like even after recovery? Some people don't bounce back. Like you don't go back to who you were. So some of those drugs and things that he gave to those people, they probably are a shell of the people that they were before.
Absolutely.
Not only that, but you know, drugs mess with your brain chemistry, right?
That's what. Yeah,
You
yeah.
never know how it's gonna change your brain chemistry,
Right.
and so everybody doesn't walk away from it the same way. Like Brenda just said, let's just say that. So it's no telling how many people who are probably in the psych ward now.
Yeah. And
Right.
nobody comes back all the way. That's why when people talk about they're sober and they name their days, they have to do those days so they continue getting more days because every day is a
You're in
struggle.
recovery. Facts, E. That's the truth. And it's like it's more like it's more than what people think about. Like it's not just, oh, he may have had sexual contact with one person one time, but the lasting damage of those drugs and stuff he put in those systems, like people's chemistries are different and they might never come back to the person that they were. Like you are a sick individual.
And could you imagine a 9-year-old on some type of substance? You know what I mean? Like it's even riskier for them. Their brain ain't even done developing, and you done already changed the brain chemistry for the 19-year-old, the 14-year-old, and the 15-year-old.
Right. But what about the drugs they use to flush their system out? Like find that doctors are giving. Right. Facts, twin. It's all sick, and I know he has doctors on his payroll.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, for sure. They all do.
The cleanup crew.
Right, because you got to think some of those people probably coded. Okay, so my sister was an EMS worker, and she used to tell me about going to raves, which is definitely, that's not for our people anyway. We don't do raves. Okay,
We really don't. Like, who even wants to be around all that noise and foolishness? But go ahead.
right. And she would tell me that they would pay her to be on site because those people would be passing out and shit in there from taking all those drugs. And when she would tell me that, I'd be like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, and she was like, yeah, like sometimes we have to administer, like, CPR. What?
And that's risky too, because being in the health field when you're a nurse, even when you're not paid to be somewhere, like say it's a car accident and you're a nurse and you're right there, you're required by law to assist that person. Right. So in these instances, and you paying, like, that's risky as hell because people can lose their life right there, and you are held liable for that shit.
It's so crazy. Like when she told me that stuff, I was like, oh boy. And then I remember she told me that the man was trying to hold up her money. I said I would threaten his entire existence. Yeah, because she needs to be paying you double because that right there. Yeah, it's crazy. Good morning. I am the streets, cynical one. Hey everybody. Good morning, y'all. Whew. Okay, are we ready for chapter 11? I don't feel like this is about to get juicy.
Let's go.
All right, so chapter 11 is another short one. It's called Mo Problems. For a while, I was actually happy to see Sean gone. I was getting older and the sex parties were out of control. It was getting time for me to slow down. Quincy was getting older. I knew that if I kept going, the rumors circulating were going to eventually find a way back to him. What will he think of me? Chris is about to take his trip to California. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen out there, but I felt like Tiana Wallace was about to be an orphan. I knew I didn't want any ties to that. As I was sitting there contemplating all of this in my robe, sipping my wine on this Friday evening, my doorbell rings. I was not expecting company. I opened the door and found Sean. My heart skipped a beat. I was shocked, but recovered quickly. I forced a smile and told him with a slightly slurred speech, hey, come on in. Shit. I am way more intoxicated than I thought. Sean entered looking around suspiciously. Then he turned to me and smiled, saying, you haven't been returning my calls. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. I'm fine. He obviously was not here out of concern. He was checking to see who was here. Sean was controlling like that. Yes, even though we were not together and he was dating someone else. He started to make his way to the living room. I attempted to put a quick end to the visit, but it came out a little more directly than I intended. So since you see I'm fine, you can let me go to bed now. Part of me wanted him to stay. As he entered the living room, I was forced to follow Sean. Sean was very direct with this next inquiry. Is someone else waiting for you? No, but Sean, we're not together. You're dating someone else. I can fuck whoever I choose. With this, Sean became irate. He fiercely slammed me to the ground. Then he pulled out a 22 and set it on the end of the table. He turned to me calmly. I was scared. His voice quivered as I pleaded to him. Sean, please stop. Quincy is here. How did we get here? How did we get to the point that he was in my living room threatening me with a gun? He knelt on one knee and got right in my face to say, "You're mine. You don't have a choice in that now. I can't live without you." He stood up, composing himself. I was terrified as I whimpered, "Sean, that's not love." Sean picked up his gun and cocked it. He looked at me almost thoughtfully and said, "Have you ever heard, if I can't have you, no one can?" "Sean, please don't. Please. Quincy will hear." Sean smiled and put the gun away, saying, "Oh, this is just for dramatic effect. I would never shoot you if I was going to kill you. No one will trace it to me." Whew. You know how many people I've ever had to take care of over the years?
Wait a minute.
I know.
Other things though, like this nigga sound like he want to be the next actor in the James Bond film.
Baby.
And I want to thank the person that just sent me that cash app. Thank you. I see you. It's all love. This story is crazy, okay?
Girl.
I don't know.
About
mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead.
He said he did it for dramatic effect.
I don't even know whether to say like he had this special thing for Kim or if it just was all about control. Because a part of me feels like he still had like a thing for her and with her, but it could have just been him being able to control her.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I love for her and couldn't let her go, but I feel like you know how just sick people, period, because I ain't gonna put a gender on it. They'll do only so much to people they really love and then go crazy on other people. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like he had restraint when it came to her and took out the rest of his little sick fantasies on everybody else, i.e. Cassie, you know, and these little boys we hearing about.
Right.
True. You know, I think a part of like I think the fact that he could be kind of open with her.
Right. He was more honest with her.
Yeah, I think that was the thing too for him.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
And I wonder, because Quincy is not his child, but he seems when he deals with her in this book, he's obsessed with Quincy. Yeah. I wonder if he ever did that little boy something.
I believe he did, but you know, that's alleged, that part. You know what I'm saying? But
boy.
Ain't no way he got out scot-free.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't think so. And then he know that's really not his son for real too.
Right. And you look at Quincy's devotion to him. Like, did y'all ever see that video when I'll Be Sure came out and he was literally crying like, you can come talk to me, son. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be around his son, but the devotion that Quincy got to Diddy is something different.
Yeah. Her passing is very peculiar, BT. Everybody felt like that.
Absolutely. That man did that, okay? Allegedly, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I believe he did. It was something else I was about to say too. Oh, did y'all hear that R. Kelly's daughter is coming out with a documentary?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Here's my thing. Can y'all slow roll this? Like, give us a minute, please.
We still trying to recover over here, and they trying to throw R. Kelly allegations back on us.
Like, just a second, please, ma'am. Not your turn. Wait, like, Jesus Christ. And you know his kids don't really like him, so
they don't. But the way the video is edited, it's almost as if she's saying that she wasn't exempt from the things R. Kelly did to young kids.
Oh wow!
So
that from her,
and she was crying hard. You know, you see the mom on there, the brother is a part of it. But yeah, I don't know if they just edited it that way, you know, to get us to watch. But it definitely was insinuated.
And I say that, but it's just like, I don't know, YouTube, y'all don't really fuck my brain up, okay? But why is this the first time that you're saying this? You know what I'm saying? Is it because your music is not going well or what? Because she have had ample opportunity and been in front of us to even say that. I know that when you go through certain things, you have to be ready to talk about it, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's just a side eye to see what's really going on and what's your intention. Last time.
Especially because I'm sure all these producers and networks and stuff, they reach out to these people, they offer them money for their story.
Right.
So, it could have been one of those type of situations. Like if it's $1 million on the table, child, sometimes people will say and do whatever. Like, yeah, let's drop this documentary. I might as well take this meal. He locked up, I ain't got no money.
Yeah. Right. That's where I'm going with it. But I don't want to never re-victimize a victim, but it just be the thought. I'm going to say thoughts here and read out about it, okay?
But I'm going to cover it nonetheless, okay?
Okay, right, Payday. Salute, Snap and Turtle. Good morning, love. Yeah, but we're insensitive for calling it out. Hell no, we're going to always call it out. Absolutely. Okay. All right, let me see where I was. Okay. Sean, please don't. Please, Quincy will hear. Sean smiled and put the gun away, saying, "Oh, this is just for dramatic effects. I would never shoot you. If I was going to kill you, no one will ever trace it to me. You know how people I've had to take care of over the years? It would get quiet. Something in your food or drink, something that will never get back to me. I wouldn't shoot you. Do you understand?" I could only nod, tears flowing down my cheeks. He looked at me thoughtfully as he reached down to help me up. I could do nothing but agree. He's a terrifying monster. Now he wanted to smooth it over, and I had to go along with it. What else could I do? Listen, baby, I don't ever want to hurt you. You know I really love you, or I would have moved on. Thinking about living my life without you is just too hard. If someone ever tried to hurt you, I would kill them. My back hurt from where I hit it on the table when he shoved me. All I could do as he helped me up was nod, that I understand through my streaming tears, which he wiped. He looked towards Quincy's room. Let me say goodnight. No, Sean, please, thinking quickly, he has to get up in the morning. Sean looked at me with an unreadable look. He was studying me. Okay, I'm going to go. Nervously, I walked him to the front door. This is over, thank God. He kissed me. I didn't want him touching me, but I couldn't refuse. Kiss Quincy for me. I tried to keep my composure as I replied, sure, Sean. He opened the door to leave. The bodyguard that was waiting outside escorted him to the car. This was far worse than I realized. Why would he need a bodyguard at my front door? How was he anticipating this to go? After I shut the door, I had another drink. For tonight, the nightmare was over. I sipped on my wine and cried. The next few days, he sent dozens of flowers. He bought Quincy expensive toys. He didn't want me. He wanted to keep his secret. I'm trapped. He has the authorities under his thumb. I can't go to them. This is like a gangster movie. How high up does his power go? How far is his reach? The FBI, the CIA, who is not corrupted or won't get silenced by this upper chain of command? Can anyone help me and my child? He found his way back to my bed. I had no choice. You know, I might need some of that therapy I was talking about people getting this morning after reading this book, because
I feel like everybody needed, period. Everybody needed to talk to somebody, because all these people that wasn't talking to nobody, that's why all this shit was happening to their ass, literally.
Is a mess, okay? Salute everybody, y'all. I'm sorry, this is a mess, y'all. So now that I'm thinking about it, I'm really noticing what y'all are saying. Quincy is really brought up a lot, and I feel like when somebody's name is mentioned where it really doesn't need to be, they are trying to signal us to something, because it just seems like the need to bring up that he keeps asking about Quincy. Like, why do they keep putting in that? Yeah, something's not right here. Now I'm starting to really see what y'all see. Yes, that's Kim Porter's book. Good morning, Rose. So Diddy sent.
Ain't nobody ever gonna tell me that he got off scot-free and nothing have happened to him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't know about Whitney now, twin. Now I don't know. Now we getting a little, yeah. Thank you, BT. I'm trying because this baby.
Well, he owned something because y'all gotta know Clyde Davis was Puff Daddy's first boyfriend, and Clyde Davis was definitely involved.
Right.
It is what it is.
Shit. This all if this is connected, which probably it all is, it's sicker probably than we even think. This is some real crazy shit encouraging in their minds, right, BT? Are y'all dropping the link? I think so after this one, because I think we'll be finished. You got something you want to say, Roast? All right, should I go on to the next chapter while we waiting? Hey, Ross. Good morning, everybody. Yes? Okay. No, oh, Lord, here we go. Chapter 12. Mama's love, y'all. Mama's love. The calamity that ensued behind the death of Biggie shook the East Coast. It rocked me as well. Sean could have stopped it. He was complicit in it. He was a contributor. He knew it was going to happen and didn't stop it. That was his friend. No, they were not nearly as close as Sean would have the public believe, but still. As far as Sean was concerned, we were great. To the public, we were just having the off and on relationship of a normal couple. And I probably just seemed like a money-hungry hoe. But the truth is, I just got used to not having a choice. Today, I recognized it for what it was, Stockholm Syndrome. I was at his beck and call and had become comfortable with it. Quincy had everything he could ever want, with the exception, of course, of a normal parental figure. This is why this chapter is so powerful for me. A mother's love is so real. One night, I was out with my boyfriend. Yes, we were on again. And we were joined for dinner by none other than Miss Wallace. Sean looked over as security allowed Miss Wallace to approach the table and sit. Miss Wallace spoke with a smile. Hello, Sean. Hi, Kim. I smiled the best I could. What a situation. For all intents and purposes, she is sitting with her son's killer. I hope my voice didn't betray my feelings as I said, Hi, Miss Wallace. Sean smiled also as he said, Hello, Miss Wallace. What can I do for you? When I got your call, it sounded urgent. He was able to appear as if he was smiling warmly. This was the creepiest situation of my entire life. She looked at Sean with pleading eyes. I know this isn't your problem, but things have gotten kind of hard. I was hoping you can send me some of that money Chris made with you this way. Sean shook his head. That's not something I can just do. There are attorneys and accountants. Can I maybe help you out with a little something to get you past the hump? Sean reached into his pocket to dig for his wallet. I haven't even seen how much Chris left. It's going on 2 years. Just how long is this going to take? Sean sighed as he replied, These things are difficult, Mrs. Wallace. I don't know. The attorneys don't make this easy. Miss Wallace pushed further. I don't understand what's so difficult. He worked for you. He made his money. Where is it? Sean shook his head as if saddened by what he was. Sean shook his head as if saddened by what he was saying as he continued. It's not like I can just give you his money. You're entitled to certain amounts, and they are just trying to figure out what that amount is. I don't mean to sound cruel, but it wouldn't be fair to me just to give you tons of money. You got rich off my son, and now you're keeping all of his money? Sean kept his cool as he replied, I'm afraid business isn't that cut and dry, Miss Wallace. I paid for publishing, publicity. I mean, in all actuality, if I'm going to be straightforward, Miss Wallace, Chris probably owed me money. I won't know until it's all worked out. God damn. The anger in Miss Wallace's voice barely overshadowed the pain, or perhaps it magnified it as she uttered the only words she could muster, You bastard. Sean didn't flinch. He just said, Look at the contract. I am honestly trying to get him as much as possible out of it. But I have investors. I can't just take money that doesn't belong to him and start giving it away. Miss Wallace exploded in response. You know good and well Chris didn't owe you a damn thing. Sean stared her straight in the eye unwaveringly and said he would have started making a profit after a few years. His money until his album sales paid for studio time, music videos, publishing, and marketing would have come from doing the shows. I'm sorry. He isn't here to make that money. I miss him. Her response was dead pain. Did you kill my son? Momentarily, Sean was stunned into silence. She asked again, her voice quivering. Did you? He started. Mrs. Wallace, she would not be redirected. Answer the question. I was not used to seeing Sean on the defensive. No, of course not. She looked at him with spite, the anger in her voice enough to send shivers up my spine as she replied with a menace only a mother can. I don't believe you, Sean. Sean looked at her with a sadness that I knew in my soul. Sorry, y'all. Please. In my soul to be fake. Although looking at him without context, anyone would believe him. As she replied, I'm sorry to hear that. Today I know he was able to muster that false sincerity because he's a sociopath. Back then, I thought it was compassion. With no more words, Miss Wallace stood up and left. Sean watched her exit with disbelief. Not knowing what to do, I placed my order. Dinner that night was long and silent. I feared for Miss Wallace's life. Sean is most dangerous when he feels threatened. No, she could not physically threaten him, but this threat was very real. If she goes public with her accusation, Sean's image would be damaged. I have felt for myself the extents he will go through in order to protect that image. Mama always knows. Mama knows.
He did it. He always looked goofy. I remember that time when it was him, Biggie, and Snoop after Pac died, how guilty him and Snoop looked.
Right.
You know what he did.
Okay, hold on.
Miss Mary comment about the news lying.
Especially when it comes involved in court celebrity. Puffy might not even be there in prison. Yeah, you know that because I don't believe Trump ever went to prison. If we're being honest.
Did y'all see that picture that they compare of Puffy face and his mugshot or whatever? Trying to say that that's a clone and all this and all that. Like, you just don't ever know when it comes to this government. Period.
Not Payday said she think Rainwater took notes from Diddy. My God, don't. Hey, Tinker. Salute, Tierra. Right. Tia, you said the same thing. A mother knows. Facts. It's how the industry goes, honestly. Artists are always in the hole. Recoup is the word. Yeah, but no, not in this case. BT, no, we're not doing that. Nope. That was his top artist. And Diddy is known to steal.
It don't matter what level you own. That is the way the industry is set up. Even before record labels, when they was doing jukeboxes, it has always been set up that way.
Right. Did you hear the way I slid? Wait, did you hear me, baby? I'm sick of it. And that had to be tense as hell. But you know that if anybody remembers, Miss Wallace was at odds with Diddy. She felt like he had stole from her son, and I think everybody felt that way, right? But Diddy is known for stealing from his artists, right? Only the Locks wasn't going for it. They ran up in that office and they got their money because fuck you thought, right? Right. So yeah, so people got sick of it. But like, you telling me that Wallace died in the hole? No, nobody believes that. Yeah, the mother act. Did you kill my son? Yeah.
Listen, y'all see everybody that have dealt with Diddy have either ran to religion or the grave.
Yeah.
So from Loon, he a Muslim now.
Loon got out of jail and didn't even try. He's a
okay. The girl from Total, she in the church all the way. Like, they either run to Maze, they run to the church or to the grave.
Yep. And I love me some Loon too, honey. We got locked up.
Yeah, I fuck with Lil.
Yeah. To love me some Loon. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's do chapter 13 because it's called Have Some Faith. Lord. Mm-mm. Are we about to get into Faith Evans? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. The fact of the matter is, Sean was a complete control freak. He was absolutely the worst. But of all the things he did for control, this might have been one of the most despicable ones. We were in the bad boy's office one evening, sitting in the lounge area enjoying a meal. Sean was smoking one of those big cigars he liked when Faith entered and sat down with us. She seemed relaxed as she said, "Hey guys." I smiled. I'd never had any bad vibe from the marvelous Faith Evans. We never talked about the wild time the three of us shared at one of Sean's parties. Oh my God. I gave her a hug. "Hey girl, what's up?" Sean smiled and asked, "Hey, what brings you out?" She addressed Sean saying, "Look, when you asked me to hook up with Chris, I understood you needed to control him. I felt honored that you would choose me to monitor one of your most valuable assets." Chris is sweet. Sean laughed and said, "Honestly, I knew you would be good. Make the big man feel loved." "I don't feel good about all this, Sean." Sean got that look in his eye he gets before he blows his top. Faith saw it too. She treaded carefully. "Sean, you know I'm as loyal as they come." Sean leaned forward, unintentionally threatening, and said in a low tone, "Yeah? But Sean, Chris and I had a child together." Sean looked back. He let out a deep breath. "I'm going to take care of you. You're not like Chris. You're loyal." Faith had a tear in her eye as she responded. "He didn't have to die. This is getting very touchy." Did she know? Did she suspect? Was this her trying to find out if Sean intentionally killed Biggie? I wanted to ask, but of course, there was no way of doing that. This is so crazy. Sean sighed and replied, "He didn't. Don't get me wrong, I miss him, but he was leaving me anyway. No one cares about my pain." Classic narcissist Sean. It's all about him. I was sickened for a moment, but his next sentence made me feel for him anyway. I wanted to share all this with him. He was my man. Faith couldn't hide the anger that flared in her eyes, but she knew who she was talking to. She was careful as she spoke. "Sean, you have your friends you share things with." Sean sat forward again, this time with malicious intention as he queried, "What the fuck is that supposed to mean?" "Chris had no one, only you." Sean lost it. "That fat fuck and that other piece of shit I had you fuck," I interjected while in shock. "You had her fuck Pac?" Sean glared at me as he answered, "Yes, fucking Pac. Those motherfuckers were going to try to start their own label and compete with me. Me. After all I did for that fat fuck. Nah, I wasn't using resources to protect that motherfucker. No fucking way." As Faye started to cry, Sean looked at her and softened slightly. He spoke a little calmer. "Look, I didn't hate him. I was hurt, but I didn't hate him. I'll make sure you and CJ are taken care of." Without words, Faith got up to leave. As she turned, Sean spoke softly. "Faith." She ignored him. He called to her again. "Faith." She exited quickly. Sean just looked at me and said, "Damn." I really didn't know what to say. Sean just told Faith that he wouldn't protect her husband because he was going to leave Bad Boy from a business perspective. I didn't disagree with Sean there. If you're leaving and creating competition for him, why would he spend resources on you? So I hugged Sean, but I also knew he didn't have to send Chris to California. I wondered if he realized that he sentenced him to death. He hugged me back with tears in his eyes as he asked, "How the fuck am I the bad guy, huh? I fucking do nothing but bust my ass to make sure everyone lives comfortably, and I'm supposed to just let nigga walk all over me?" As I held him in a comforting embrace, I replied, "No, baby." He took me right there on the couch. Like I said, Stockholm Syndrome. You know what?
I feel some type of way, but I want to hold it because how many chapters we got left to read?
Yeah, because baby, I'm at 14 and we have 19. So we can do a part 3 if you ladies want to.
I just want to say how I feel, but I don't want to say it before we get done because I'm torn. You know what I'm saying? Like just listening.
That made me feel away. Hey, Miss T, salute. Good morning, everybody. Y'all. Okay, this is a mess. Yeah,
Hey, lady.
yeah. Faith, and Kim. Everybody's having threesomes. It's a smorgasbord of it feels like the sectors. It's gross.
Should they have orgies? Not
Everybody's sleeping with everybody. Thank you to my mods. Salute everybody in the building. Yes, no, he didn't. Yes, we ride at dawn. Good morning, boss lady. Good morning, everybody. Rose, I don't know if we're dropping the link, love. Is Payday coming back?
Yeah, I thought she'd been back.
Right, 420. I was going to say that. Sounds like some people we know. It is a smorgasbord of everybody sleeping with everybody. Okay, it's a little sick. So, well.
It got kind of deep right there.
Yes, indeed. Now let's see what the next one. Okay, now I guess we can go on to 14. Yes, on my way now. Okay, Payday. Okay. It's only 19 chapters. And baby, after this book, let me tell you something. I need a drink on this Friday Eve, okay?
Oh my God, I'm finally back. Listen,
Yes,
my
boo.
laptop got tired of this. Like,
Only when you need to do something. Honey, had Faith under his finger too. Light-skinned Faith was up there in the menage a trois Payday. I'm so sick of this shit.
I was still listening on my phone. So I still heard everything you read. So I was still listening on my phone.
This is a mess, y'all. Oh, we getting ready to talk about Shine. At least I think so.
Oh, JC?
But Faith, we already knew that. Y'all remember the Drink Champ she was on when she said she was fucking since she was a little girl.
Yeah, and the fact that she was with Pac. Now, come on, that really intensified a lot of the beef, right? So
it most definitely did.
Now in this, he's saying that he sent her to sleep with. Okay, so he made it seem like he made Faith Biggie's handler. That threw me off.
Ooh,
like what?
You know what? That's possible because they were signed to the same label, which is how Biggie met her. Because Faith was signed to Puff, right? The Bad Boy.
Yes.
And Faith was a lot more cutthroat than a lot of people know and realize.
I can believe that because how you end up with Stevie J and marrying him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We talked about Mary just briefly. She only came up in terms of them having threesomes and her being a part of the orgies and the sexcapades. That's the only thing.
Some little girls and them little boys fuck all of them. She used to go get.
It's Friday Eve, damn it, BT. Okay, we don't do Thursdays, so. All right, should we go on to chapter 14, Outshine?
We can. I think that this is the part where J-Lo is heavily in the book as well.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I see her name already. Jenny from the block, who's from the block, but she's not about She's not about that life, y'all. Anyway, let me stop. Let me stop messing with J-Lo. Whatever. I don't know. Okay, let's go. All right, chapter 14, Outshine. This particular evening, I was at Sean's house, and Quincy was staying with a friend. It was some alone time for Sean and I until the doorbell rang, and Sean got up to answer it. I heard a woman yelling and quickly realized it was Jennifer Lopez, or better known to the world as J-Lo. Sean, what the fuck, she blasted. Sean responded calmly, relax, baby. Why the hell did you have to start shooting? Isn't that what we have bodyguards for? Normally, these kind of situations arise. I remain quiet and just listen. I played my position, you could say, but I wasn't paying attention to the news for the last day or so. And even though I would be the only thing anyone would talk about, it would be the only thing anyone would talk about for months, no one has spoken to me about it yet. So I entered the foyer asking, what's going on? Jennifer exploded at me. What's going on? What's going on? This nigga shot up a damn club. My jaw dropped looking back and forth between the two. Sean spoke soothingly. Jen, you got to calm down. Jennifer was having none of it. She continued, calm down, calm down. You shot a bunch of innocent people, Sean. Sean placed his hand on her forearm. It's a bonding technique. He was shrewd in handling her. He does this to me too. Even if you know what's happening, it works. It's an intimate contact without being personal. He was aiming to disarm her. This did not seem to immediately sway Jennifer as he continued. Why in the hell do you think Biggie's replacement will take the fall for you? Biggie's replacement? Wait, could she be talking about, I had to know. Are you talking about Shine? What the, I'm sorry, y'all. What? Shine?
Not Biggie's
Biggie's replacement? Not in no world. What the, okay.
There's no possible way he could have replaced Biggie.
Oh, child, they pissing me off. Okay, honey, let me get back. Jennifer didn't even look at me as she responded. Yes, fucking Shine. Sean continued with a calm and even voice. Relax. The situation is under control. Jennifer was not calming down. She went on. They contacted my attorney for my statement, and there are a lot of witnesses, Sean. There is no way you're going to get away with this. Sean's arrogance can be immeasurable at times. He laughed as he asked, you doubting me? I couldn't believe it. I had to know. Sean, what could you offer him that would make him do a bid for you? Like, what the fuck? J-Lo also remarked, and what if he falters halfway through his sentence and starts talking? Sean responded as calmly as ever. He won't do that. People in jail don't cross-connect their people on the outside. Jennifer looked deflated. So, you'll kill him too? How much does she know? Look, I'm not going to threaten anyone. Sean is smart and loyal. He knows how it works. And when he gets out, he'll be taken care of. Jennifer spoke defiantly. Sean, they want to question me. I'm not perjuring myself. I'm not going to jail over this. Sean seemed so in control. I admired him for it at this point, but my spirit was broken. I felt bad for Jennifer. She catches one bad break after another. And this was really a bad break. Sean spoke with confidence. Relax. Come in and have a drink. Have your lawyers call mine. You'll never see the witness stand. I promise. Jennifer wasn't so sure. She asked him, how can you possibly know that? Sean smiled as he replied, between Shine's confession and the witnesses that gave their accounts, the cop won't need much else. The statement from your lawyer will be fine. Jennifer's next concern popped up. She explained, my attorney, Sean, he's good, but he won't do this. Beaming with confidence, the way only a man with his network can, Sean responded, sure he will. Jennifer shook her head defiantly as she responded, Sean, you don't know him. Sean's unbreakable confidence was ruling the day. Jennifer was giving in as he told her with a smile, I got this. Sean, are you sure? Sean gave a wink. My attorneys handle situations. Give him my number too. Jennifer seemed leery as she asked, you're not going to threaten my attorney? Sean laughed as he replied, no, of course not. Money talks, baby. He turned to me and said, take her inside and pour her a drink. I had questions of my own. But are you going to make Shine the label's go-to man? What are you going to do now? Wait, she said, but you were going to make Shine the label's go-to man. What are you going to do now? Sean looked disappointed as he responded. He had the voice, but his flow, he sighed. Well, artists with this talent are a dime a dozen. Looking at Jen, he continued, he's not a once-in-a-lifetime find like Jennifer Lopez. Now he's throwing on a charm. Despite the situation, she blushed slightly. Sean continued, let me grab that drink. Let me handle this attorney situation. Relax. Don't worry. We left the foyer and went to have a seat in the living room. He tried to make a threesome happen that night. It didn't work out. Not that day. How does Everything have to end with a sexcapade.
Not that day.
Fucking, yeah, give me a break.
This guy had to be one of the freakiest couples.
Always been nasty, right? Now,
J-Lo little nasty ass because she gallivanted around with Justin Bieber.
Wait, what?
You know J-Lo and Justin Bieber? Mm-hmm.
Ew.
For years.
Before that, when she was on In Living Color as a dancer, remember when Jamie Foxx put out that 3 CD comic DVD set? He said, I remember when it was Hey Ho. So she's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, but Justin Bieber's so much younger than her. Like, she was really like,
right.
You know, carrying him on her arm like a toy for like a couple years. Like, it's weird.
They say all these whistleblowers.
They did that shit together for show. Him, Puff, and her. Because ain't no way he was so.
Yeah, we can't overlook Usher. I think, listen, I don't think it's by chance he went and got some old woman pregnant.
Oh, okay. Now I see what y'all saying.
Like, okay. I don't know. I feel like some of these people had done so much to where, I don't know, they just live life covering it up with other stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you also got to think about the things that they carrying too, as far as these diseases. They done gave each other disease. Feel like they can only commingle with each other at that point anyway. So they like, fuck it.
And they be transferring them demons, if you ask me.
Exactly. The demons and diseases. All the D's. The dirty D's.
The dirty D's. Yeah,
right. Them girls from Total, right? Forgot about Total, right?
Yeah.
Diddy, diseases, and demons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
hell.
Baby. Okay, so the next chapter is very, very short. It is 15, y'all. We're making our way. We're making our way downtown. Okay, we get chapter 15 is titled Queen Bitch. Well,
is that Lil Kim? Queen B?
I don't know. Let's see. I haven't even know. I'm looking at this. It's just like it's like a page and a half, y'all. So let's see.
Okay.
Queen Bitch. Kimora Simmons and I went out to have drinks. She was looking at me seductively. Oh God. Sorry, y'all. Okay, and I was turned. I'm sorry, y'all didn't get to the first line, for God's sake. Okay. Kimora Simmons. Yeah, I know. Let me start again. Kimora Simmons and I went out to have drinks. She was looking at me seductively, and I was turned on. We were going to go back to my place afterwards, but suddenly, after a sip of my drink, I felt like I had to vomit. I excused myself and barely made it to the ladies' room. When I came back, Kimora asked, "You feeling okay?" "I'm fine. I've been under the weather the last couple of days. I think I'll head home." She said, "Your breasts are looking kind of plump there, girl." Embarrassed, I whispered, "Not in public." She replied simply, "Are you pregnant?" I was taken back, completely aback. Why the hell would you say that? She let it sit there for a moment. I bet in her head she was like, wait for it, and then it hit me. Shit. She gave me a minute before continuing. "So what you gonna do?" It didn't. I don't know. This is a misspelling. I asked, "Gonna do if it's not Sean's." Fuck if it is. Wait, what is this? I guess she asked her what is she going to do if it's not Sean's? With the shock wearing off, the scope of the situation began to take hold. I responded, "I better get a test." She looked at me with pity. "Damn, girl, good luck. After what he did to Chris, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes." The desire that was in her eyes before I got sick was all but gone. As I began to stand, I realized what she said to me, and I paused. She looked at me flatly and said, "Ain't nobody stupid, girl." I didn't know what to say. The question still lingered in my mind despite everything I knew. Did Puff intentionally kill Chris? She brought me back to the moment by saying, "Go." Not knowing what else to say, but knowing I had to deal with my situation right now, I replied, I'll hit you up." She sighed and simply repeated, "Good luck."
Girl.
So she didn't believe. Okay, so we have to be Quincy's born.
Mm-hmm.
So is this
Is this the
which
twins?
just is this the twins? Because what about the boy? He's before
Because
them,
Justin is for Misa, right?
right? And then there's what's the other one that looks just like him?
I can't think his name, but he looks exactly like him. It's his
I-
twin. Who's his mom?
right. So I didn't hear him. That's her. The boy. She has 3 kids with him.
Okay, so this would have to be him then.
Right. So they also didn't think that the boy was his, because I know that there was something about the twins, right? They
Well,
didn't think
she
that.
said if not Diddy's. So who else could it? But he looks just like Diddy. I'm thinking she made that statement at the table, probably not knowing, but it's obvious he is, right?
Wait
But her
a
throwing
minute.
it out is weird because it's like, who else would have been for Kim?
So
She
they
probably
was
she already
spec-
making her have sex with all these different people. So
And
Right.
BT said maybe, but
Right. Hi,
maybe he had
Valerie.
been.
So I didn't
Hey,
know there was
Valerie.
speculation that the son wasn't hers. Oh, wasn't his.
Me either.
This is
Now, if you do
interesting.
want to drop the link, I think Rose been looking for the link. If you want to let people come up, and then or do you want to go ahead and finish? We got what 3 chapters left? 17, 18, 19?
Yeah, I think that maybe yeah, check the back chat. We may do another live. Maybe we'll do it on your channel, Payday, where we can open up and we can have everybody hit the panel if they want to talk about the book.
Okay, so we'll do the last
Okay.
3 chapters on my channel, and then have a group discussion and let people hit that.
Right.
Okay, that'll work.
All right. Hey, Duck. Christian. Thank you, Duck. Thank you.
Yep,
Christian.
that's his name. Mm-hmm.
That's it. Okay. All right, y'all.
And then Kim kept throwing it out like after what he did to Chris. So after what he did to Biggie.
Yes. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, BT. That's what I think we'll have a round table over on paydays, and because I know a lot of people have some thoughts, and we want y'all to be able to share your thoughts. So we'll round table it over at paydays, and we'll chop it up, because I really want to hear, people's thoughts about what they feel about what we've read, because this has been something, y'all. All right, y'all. We're at 16, and listen, y'all. You know what's so funny? Guess what 16 is titled?
What?
Christian. I have my answer right here. Christian.
Christian.
The boy's name was right here.
Okay. Don't go into her pregnancy with Christian. Okay.
Yes. Let's talk about it. It's another short chapter. So the chapters are really short, y'all. So let's roll through.
Yeah. Chapter so the next live we'll be able to open up with those little short chapters, and then y'all will be able to come up and discuss it all with us.
Okay, so we're gonna do that. So you want to do 16 through 19 on the next one? We'll do part 3 over at Payday. Drop. Yeah, can y'all please in my chat, one of my moderators, can you please drop Payday's link, please? Boss Lady, can you pop over and drop the link? Oh, Vibrant is here. If Vibrant or one of my amazing mods can drop Payday's link, and y'all go over there and y'all sub up. But so far, ooh, baby, this has been good. I'm glad we did this, because I think it's really interesting, and I think that if nothing, it brings up conversation surrounding a lot of things that people have kind of been hearing, kind of been circulating for years, things that people have thought, and then some things that kind of pique our interest that makes us think about certain connections that people have had to each other. Oh, thank you, Straight Boiling. I appreciate you.
Now, he did issue a statement. I did get a notification that he issued a statement, but he just was denying everything, of course. So it wasn't really nothing.
Of course. Thank you. Look at y'all doing your best work. I appreciate you. Look at Trey Boylan. Hey, boy, I gotta give you a shout out. You're not trolling me today. Appreciate you. Thank you, twin. All right, ladies. Any parting words before we go? And Payday. We'll let y'all know. I don't know if we're trying to do it tomorrow or we.
Y'all make sure to drop E Nicole's link as well.
Yes, please. Thank you, mods. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, BT. This, when I tell you this has been interesting, I didn't think it was gonna be this interesting when we first thought about it. I thought it was gonna be.
I did. I didn't think it was gonna be this straight to the point though. Like it's straight. Like it don't take you on no roundabouts. It gets you straight there. Okay.
Yeah. And the next few chapters are really, really short. So we'll be able to get through those. And then we'll drop the link over at Paydays over there with the Renegades. And we'll have people coming up. You're welcome. You're welcome, Tia. We'll have people come up and give your advice. Because I think a lot of people have been doing their own research. Lord, people have been doing their own research and coming up, and I get DMs and things. And if y'all don't know, shout out again to Auntie over there in the motherfucking boiler room. He has been really doing a lot of extensive work on the case, on the P. Diddy case, and looking into it. He was the first one who kind of gave us an explanation of what the hell was in that baby oil, because baby, that 1,000 bottles wasn't making sense.
Okay, but now we date rape drugs.
Yes.
You a moderator on my channel. Drop your link, baby, in my chat. Is she up here?
Thank you, Vibrant. Yeah, she's on mute.
Oh, okay, straight ball and did it. Okay. Cool.
My question is, her book is out. Hold on. Was it shortened to cut people out the book not to be exposed? Well, here's the thing, Memphis. They're saying that the book isn't true. But this is what I believe. I believe that the book is loosely based on certain events that have happened. And people that paraphrase it into their own words, right? To make it publishable. Because they couldn't publish like whatever the original was. So it could, some people could have been short. Because that XXX that was in the book, which was driving me crazy, because like I don't know what else they could have used, but that issue was very annoying. You know?
Yeah. And I wonder why that person is the only one not named.
Right.
I don't think we ran across any more, people that they didn't give a name for. That was the only one.
I'm gonna tell you what I think why the name isn't being shared, right? And I was gonna save it, but I feel like a lot of people been saying that the book is fake, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they took it off Amazon because the book is fake or whatever. My only thing of why I feel torn is because of the way that it's being written, right? Like she's talking. But the best friend has on there that he's the author, that these are the thoughts that she shared with him or whatever. I just feel like maybe he should have put it out as himself. Like, I was her best friend. She told me these things and did it from his perspective. But I'm sure that he did it for selling purposes. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's why a lot of people are saying that the book is fake, it's lies and stuff like that, because it's the things that she told him.
Well, Jamel is not her best friend, though.
Not only that, but the Brian Tillwood person isn't either. So they're saying that this Caucasian man named Chris Todd actually is the face behind this book.
Right. Facts. That is true. So Jamal T. Millwood is Chris.
Yeah.
Right. And he put the book out, and he's kind of like some kind of like celebrity kind of blogger, if you will. And he has gotten this information from being in the know. People have told him certain things, and he said he got a thumb drive, right? These damn thumb drives is about to drive me crazy, right? So, okay, Enlightened Minority, don't be calling no work too much now. We need you to be employed, but I hope you're feeling okay.
That's why them writing it as if she was talking. I feel like that's where they go wrong. But at the same time, a lot of these details we do know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that's
what that cash up that just came through as well. I don't know if y'all heard it. But thank you so much. I see you. Yeah, I agree with you, E. I don't think it should have probably came from her words, but who knows what that drive had on it? Maybe,
Right.
maybe it's something that she wrote on the drive. You see what I'm saying? And he just
Right.
copied and pasted it.
But you know what I do think we need to cover when we done with this book, though, is what they got to put out on.
Who?
Yeah, no, 50 Cent putting the little documentary out.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely covering that. Hell yeah, and the R. Kelly stuff with his
You
daughter.
said
Yeah.
50 Cent?
Yeah,
Yes.
you know that's on it.
Okay, you know what? I can buckle down and do that, but 50 Cent gets on my nerves. I gotta tell you, for years, he's such a fucking troll. He irritates me,
I
but you
love
know,
50.
oh, he gets on my nerves, y'all.
They say it's so funny.
He did blackfish his own name. He absolutely did Tierra. Because why you gotta be Jamal though, my guy? A whole Caucasian man.
Tealwood. It's the Tealwood for me.
Wait, and when I'm telling you about he's white. He's white. He's a whole
He
Caucasian
white.
gentleman. Yes, he is.
No melanin,
Like,
okay?
why you gotta be Jamal though? Thank you, Vibrant.
Jamal Tealwood is that, girl. Listen, both of those are very urban names, okay?
Now, who's a Cancer, Rose? 50? We don't care. And shout out to you, sensitive
I'm
ass
gonna tell
Cancer.
you why I love me some 50. First of all, yes, 50 is definitely a master troll, right? But I love that he does what he does and he makes his money, but he's not scared to say whatever it is on his mind. Like, and I love that for him. I love that for me because a lot of people in the industry can't do that. And 50 walks around like his nuts weigh a ton, okay? And I love it.
Right.
I love it. I can't lie.
Well, yeah, well, we'll see about someone stomach him.
Like it or love it.
Yeah, well,
Like it or love it, hate him or love him. He's smart as hell when it comes to the business side of shit. So
hell yes. Do y'all know his movie catalog and show catalog is like retorted? Like, oh my goodness. It's extensive. Hey, Auntie Fee. Good morning,
Auntie
baby.
B, good morning. Rob, we have some business to take care of later. I need you to get yourself together. Cancer, yeah, shout out to you. I love me some Cancers, which are sensitive asses. No problem here. Yeah, 50 is a damn fool. Yeah, I always have lives every July for you Cancers. Get your sensitive asses.
I love those dreads on you.
Thank you, baby. I'm getting ready to get them in again. I got my natural hair out now, and
Yeah, do that. I like those.
I love them too. Thank you.
Hey, Low Keys.
Low Keys, good morning, baby.
But yeah, so y'all, on the next one, we're gonna go into like a deep discussion on it. We're gonna give our opinions, our feelings. I know Nicole has a lot that she wants to say. It will be a very controversial conversation. We're gonna try to look at it from all points of view. And we're gonna try to take into account everything. Okay. So y'all make sure y'all prepare.
Yeah, and we'll open up the floor because we're interested in hearing other people's opinions about, because we know a lot of people have reached out to me and they've been interested in sharing their opinions as well. We want to hear what y'all have to say. It will be a conversation and not a debate. Okay.
Yes,
come up. Yes. Come up and share your thoughts. We'll figure that out now tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We'll figure it out tomorrow because I got a 9 a.m. Meeting tomorrow. After that, I am pretty free, and it's cheers to the weekend.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna get the time together for y'all, and we'll post on our community walls to let y'all know so y'all can be looking out for the live.
Absolutely. This has been good, ladies. All right, y'all. We're not exiting with an intro because it's all about the money. Okay.
All about the money.
Exactly. Well, thank y'all for tuning in, y'all. We'll see y'all sometime tomorrow. Make sure y'all look out for Paydays Live. We'll try to set it up to give y'all enough time. We need a regular island live. Well, guess what, bestie? It won't be today, but I love you. Okay, I love you, but it won't be today.
I will be dropping an upload to y'all in a few. So,
okay.
Y'all make sure I support it.
Peace, James. Peace and love to everybody. All right, y'all. On that note, we're out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in to Paradise Island, y'all. We're over here with the Renegades, baby. And I'm sorry, E, what's your people name again?
Girl, you
The Galaxy.
The Galaxies. I just said it, y'all. Listen, this book is leaving me a little brain dead. I gotta tell you, my mental.
Blame ginger ale. That's what you love.
See, and now y'all done fucked me up from ginger ale.
You gonna be looking at ginger ale crazy every time now.
Listen, what's so funny, right? Is that I have y'all know I do my grocery deliveries like twice a month. And I got all these ginger ales on it. Fuck y'all though. You know what?
You know what? P. Diddy probably has tampered with all ginger ales across the world.
See, y'all can't let me have nothing.
She's not even gonna be able to swallow, then she.
Wait, did you say have you ever been swallowed? That what you said? listen, TD, because I want to know, TD, if you want to know 30 people that were subpoenaed, my guy. Is your name in there?
His name definitely in the rotation.
TD, we getting ready to find out if you've ever been swallowed, my guy.
He was doing the swallowing. Y'all think that fucking robe he had on.
Not even doing the swallowing.
Baby, it's a mess.
Thank you, TD.
All right, y'all. We're out of here, ladies. I will talk to y'all, and we'll figure out. He said I told you I was making my own ginger ale. D-Shep, that don't even sound right. I think you should reword that.
You just spiked all the ginger ale, y'all. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah,
it's really easy too. Y'all better Google and YouTube that shit. It's really easy to make your own ginger ale.
Oh Lord, listen. Well, then maybe after this order, I'll share her live out, Memphis. Don't worry. Look at you. This here is my you want some. You don't know what's in that damn ginger ale. All right. All right. Look, you know what? I'm trying to get out of here. Boss lady.
To end the live, let's read Boss Lady.
All right, y'all. We're out of here. Have a good one.
Eat a mean one, child. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.